Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. Last time we went to Ilium in preparation for Miranda's loyalty mission. This time we shall start it. But first we still have some unfinished business to take care of. Notably with the slave broker. Let's see how we can solve that problem. So... So one option is to go and speak with the Synthetic Insights rep.
If you're hurting for things to do, maybe after work we could catch a vid or something.
Oh, that's sweet. But I'm okay. A little dry spell isn't gonna kill me.
We could watch Fleet and Flotilla. It got awards for its portrayal of Turian and Quarian relationships.
Anyway, if worst comes to worst, I did have the nerve stimulation program built into my suit.
And I hear that the love scenes are... What?
Oh yeah. Standard equipment for any responsible adult. Oh, here. Let me fire it up. Excuse me, human. Private conversation. Ugh.
A little space, please.
Okay.
Can I help you with something?
Well... Would you like a Quarian?
How would you like to get your hands on an expert Quarian AI programmer?
If you'd like to submit a resume, Wait. Is this that slave? Synthetic Insights has no interest in purchasing slave labor. We're under enough scrutiny from the Citadel without engaging in practices the Council disapproves of. To be frank, we're hardly hiring anyone. The Geth attack on the Citadel didn't engender much love for artificial intelligence.
Yeah, that does make sense. So we have the option to try and persuade the Synthetic Insights rep.
I'll tell the slave broker. Hopefully she'll understand.
Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
And now we have to convince somebody. Either the rep or the slave broker. So let's see. Can we do that?
You again. Did you talk to Synthetic Insights about purchasing my slave's contract?
That we did.
They've got a policy against taking slaves. They're also having financial problems.
I knew this was a stupid risk. The economy is too unstable to be taking on risky projects.
I'm sorry.
Please, this is not your fault. It is my responsibility to care for you. I will think of something.
Well, we can also try and convince the slave broker, but apparently that is much more difficult. Because we don't even have enough renegade to be able to use intimidation. But we can charm, so let's try that.
Come on. You said that Ilium has a whole system for contracts. Where there's a system, there's wiggle room.
Well, I don't want to keep her because I don't think I can maintain her health.
Isn't there some kind of clause that lets you release someone for health reasons?
Wait. Yes, there is. I can claim medical necessity. She will be free, and 80% of my contract price will be refunded. It was never meant to apply to Quarians, and they'll close that loophole after we use it, but it will work for us. Thank you. Here, for your trouble. Now, if you will excuse me, I have to go free my slave.
Thank you. I'll stay out of trouble this time.
Oh man, loopholes. And got 2,000.
So then he says, "Oh, it's
crits.
okay.
But
I'll run."
Hello again. Was there something other than the Quarian problem I can help you with?
the funny thing is, you can still talk to the Synthetic Insights rep to sell a theoretical Quarian. You know what? This would be good business for you. In theory.
It sounds like Synthetic Insights is worried about its reputation. Hiring this Quarian would help.
Buying a slave helps our reputation. How exactly do you figure?
Purchase the contract, minus the fee for early emancipation, then free the Quarian and garnish wages for reimbursement.
Interesting. We look good for hiring a Quarian, and we can say that we freed slaves out of the goodness of our hearts. All right, I'll run up a contract. The board might wet its pants, but we could use the good publicity. This Quarian had better be good, though.
That Quarian doesn't exist as a slave anymore, so you're a bit too late. Also, we have this data point that we can hack also, so let's do that. White, orange, white. There. There. And there. Easy. Data point 2. Smuggler and assassin have refused to work with the warship due to lack of trust. Ought to see scruples from the men at this point. So, if you're wondering what the Call Liara button does...
Shepard, did you get any information on the observer?
We have the whole list to choose from to order a hit on someone. But, well, we don't have all the information yet, so let's not do that prematurely.
Let me search for more data. I'll get back to you.
Thank you. Let me know what you find.
Alright.
You deserve somebody who respects you. Somebody who's going to treat you right.
Oh, I think I'm just going to...
The Eclipse team is getting dangerously close to finding Miranda's sister. Are you ready to go?
No. Alright, fine.
I'm ready whenever you are, Miranda.
Thank you, Shepard. I appreciate this. I hadn't planned on Eclipse, but they never planned on you.
Going by Skycar. This time the full video played, which is quite unusual. Alright, so we have, of course, Legion. So originally when I played this game, I would always keep Legion with its default appearance, because I found that having it be white like that was pretending to be a Prime, but he does not have the stature of a Prime. So it's not really useful like that. But then I realized just recently that if you look at the types of Geth in the first game, white is actually associated with Geth shock troopers. And guess what is the special ability of Geth shock troopers? Why? It is shield boost. So that actually makes a whole lot of sense. So effectively Legion has been upgraded from a Geth sniper, because this very dark color is closest to a Geth sniper rather than a Geth trooper, to a Geth shock trooper. So that's really cool. So I'm going to keep Legion white. And let's go. I do want to keep the arc projector still. Of course, a sniper rifle. And that machine pistol and a handgun. Yeah, that works. Legion keeps these two. Miranda, yeah, gets a Tempest. And a handgun. So two quite different weapons. Let's go.
Damn it! Eclipse mercenary gunships. They'll be dropping troops in the cargo areas.
Put us down in that cover behind them.
Let's hope they really do want to take us alive.
Hold fire! I said hold fire, damn it! I got this.
Since you're not firing yet, I trust you know who I am.
Yeah, they said you'd be in the car. You're the bitch that kidnapped our boss's little girl.
Kidnapped? This doesn't involve you. I suggest you take your men and go.
Think you've got it all lined up, huh? Captain Inyala's already moving in on the kid. She knows about Niket. He won't be helping you.
So this guy also has power armor, just like we do. Well, that's fancy.
Wait, Miranda, you said she was your twin sister.
That what she told you? No, this crazy bitch kidnapped our boss's baby daughter. He's been looking for her for more than a decade.
It's complicated, Shepard. We share the same DNA, just not the same birthday.
You took a baby from the richest guy in the galaxy, lady. I don't know what your damage is, but you're not getting away with it.
The boss is the boss her father?
Should we be talking to Captain Inyala about this?
You don't want to talk to the captain. She's not as polite as I am. She's the best commando I've ever seen. I've seen her tear people in half with her biotics. And she's getting paid a lot to stop you.
She gets in my way, she'll never have a chance to spend it.
What do you mean Niket won't be helping us?
Nothing you need to worry about. Nobody's gonna get killed unless you do something stupid. You walk away now, the girl goes back to her father, and everybody's happy.
Everybody but my sister. And me.
Well, I don't trust these Mercs. So, no, you get lost.
I'm giving you one chance to leave. That's more than most get.
Captain Inyala ordered us to give you one chance to walk away. This whole time we've been talking, my men have been lining up shots. When I say the word, we unleash hell on your squad. So I suggest you walk away nicely, unless you want things to get ugly.
Get your shields back up! Right there!
Alright, well that was an explosive entry. And there's an Eclipse Engineer right there. If we had not taken the interrupt, we would also have to fight these guys. Well, some of them, because Miranda would shoot some of them anyway. Alright, so we have an Eclipse Engineer. And this is a rather long line of fire, so let's switch to longer range weapons, but against shields, Miranda should keep the submachine gun.
Change!
Nope. That one.
Skirmish class enemy platforms.
Oh.
Critical target strike.
Really? How do they go down while their shields are still active?
Night night.
That did nothing. I hope you realize that. Huh. Well done.
Emergency shields engaged.
Legion is using its new abilities. I climb up. In theory, but it doesn't seem
Automated
to...
flight weapon
They've
ramp.
seen us.
Oh. don't know what's going on there. Oh. There we go. And I can save. Excellent. So, now that we are no longer battling everyone, let's put our own power armor on. Just a bit more flashy than what the enemies have. Which may or may not be a good thing, because it's a bit harder to see the individual parts of the armor. There are some mods that remove this extra flashiness and just leave the actual armor parts on, but they are 2D, so they are not quite as prominent as you would see on the enemies anyway, so... is there anything that we may be missing here? I have my doubts, but we'll see. Just to make sure. There might be some crates somewhere stashed away. Seemingly not. So far, no enemies around here either. Nothing here. So, as you might expect, this is another one of those tower levels. We start at point A. We need to get to point B. There's a bunch of mercs in the way. And that's about it. And there may or may not be a boss battle. Oh, that's interesting. Can I get up there? Not really. This would be a pretty sweet sniping spot.
Come on, we need...
Do we? Oh, that is pretty amazing.
Emergency shields engaged.
Nice.
Shit.
And that works too. Nice. Alright. Also, if you think about it, the squad that we have is not really optimal. We have way too much tech going on. The optimal squad composition would be if we took a Krogan, probably Grunt, but I'm still going to go with Legion every time. No. Items anywhere here. And there's an elevator. There is an elevator. So, you know what?
Switch up!
Let's take a machine pistol. Save and see what happens.
Team 4.
Hang on, I've got one of their radios. I'll patch us in, see if I can get an idea of what we're up against. Shepard, I think I owe you an explanation. Oriana is my twin, genetically. But my father grew her when I was a teenager. She was meant to replace me. I couldn't let my father do to her what he did to me. So I rescued her. She's almost a woman now.
Why didn't you tell me that we were saving a kid?
She's not a child. She'll be 19 this year. But, well, it didn't seem relevant at the time, I suppose. There are people who'd use her against me. I'm very protective when it comes to Oriana. I'm sorry I didn't trust you sooner. You deserved to know.
I can understand choosing to go your own way, but you stole a young child from her father.
If you knew my father, you would understand. I wasn't the first one he made. I was only the first one he kept. I was brought up with no friends, pushed to meet impossible demands. I wasn't a daughter to him. I don't know what I was. Oriana has had a normal life. I made the right decision.
Alright, well, we need to get to her.
If Eclipse knows where Oriana is, they'll be moving in on her soon. We need to hurry.
Agreed. I'm a bit worried by what the Merc said. If they've got to Niket somehow, this is going to be harder than I'd planned. According to the specs I reviewed, we'll need to cut through the cargo processing yard to get to Oriana.
Can you tell me anything about the cargo processing yard?
We'll be moving through conveyor systems. There'll be a lot of movement. Finding targets won't be easy. We'll need to stay sharp. And these cargo transports carry hazardous materials. So watch what you shoot at.
Yeah, that's a pretty unique layout. I don't know how Miranda knows about it, but okay.
I hope your friend can be trusted.
Absolutely. Niket is one of my oldest friends. I guess you could say he was my only real friend. He's the only person I didn't cut ties with when I left my father.
Well, the Merc kinda suggests otherwise, but we'll see.
Is there a chance your father could be using Niket to get to you?
I'm sure he's tried, but Niket's one of the few people who understands what my father is really like. I trusted him with my life when I ran from my father, Shepard. He won't betray me now.
Alright.
Let's go find Niket and Oriana.
Right.
And this cinematic did not play completely. Oh well. Save? Yes. I can even save in an elevator, unlike in the first game. And where are we going? The other way, which means I want to go this way. Oh. Okay, actually, let's go back to our sniper rifles.
Yes.
Oh, there's a PDA to hack.
They're on the far side of the conveyor line. Time your shots.
That works. I don't see any of them. So there are things like this. You can drop down bombs.
They've seen us.
Emergency field engaged.
Good shot!
Nice. Shields, eh? One more shields.
Taking hits.
Hostile combat drone!
Incineration ready!
Uh-oh.
Big threat neutralized.
Nice. Gotta cool down a bit. Can I throw them, I wonder? Oh.
Routing power. The shield. Unfire it.
Nope, that didn't work. Ow. You, stop doing what you're doing. Nice, one down. And
This is Inyala. Keep the bitch back. The kid is nearing the transport terminal.
alright, so we dealt with these guys. Sniper rifle's pretty useful. Alright. Oh no! Green this. And there we go. Building up those credits back a bit. Alright. Anything else we might be missing here? There are some PDAs to hack, so might be some more things. Oh, can I actually go here? No. Alright then. And there's an explosive container. Already got that PDA. Wow, that's a lot of explosive containers. But yeah, in the end, the moving cargo doesn't really make much of a difference. And I'm full on heat sinks, that's nice. Not seeing anything else around here, so I think we're good to go. Ah, there's medkits. We don't need any more, okay. We have 7. That's a very good amount. Compared to what we had before. Ooh, what's this?
This looks interesting.
Some machine gun damage. Quite useful indeed. Around. Oh. Max, eh? They're pretty close, actually, so let's switch. Do they have shields? I guess they do.
Change weapon.
Oh no, they actually have armor. Okay. In that case, I want this. You want this.
Change weapon.
Done.
And let's hack.
New targeting orders acknowledged. Requesting assistance. Allied force casualties. Rerouting
How many mechs you lose? Just stall them, damn it.
Excellent. This time the mechs did not get the best of us.
Change weapon.
Rearming.
And there's Locker. With more creds. Right. Oh, there's more enemies around here. Well, generally this is pretty boring as far as missions go. I do like the music quite a bit. I think I should switch back to...
Switch up.
I probably should go up there.
We're compromised.
No.
Combat zone.
You don't need those shields. Oh. Oh, look at that. Right. Helps. This is annoying. Let's take control of that guy. Oh, there's more.
Reinforcing shield.
There's heavy also. Oh, whoops. Don't get hit by rockets, that's not very good for...
Vulnerable and enemy shot.
Haha, nice. That means it was a headshot. Still a bunch of enemies down here. I dominate one more. Yep. Nice. Well, there are so many of them. They might just be spawning, actually, in which case... I want a drone. Eventually.
Let's try. Oh, fire!
Oh, come on, I lost that. Oh no, there's the trooper. I want to send a drone out there. Because apparently... Also there's that combat drone, which is not what I want. Because that's an enemy one, I think. Come on. Okay, there we go. Or not. I guess Legion just used the drone right off the bat. Not what I want you to do.
Damn it! Moving to cover.
High efficiency shot.
But that works too. So the idea is that the combat drones are technically considered to be party members. And if you have a case where enemies spawn almost indefinitely, if you can get your drone to engage an enemy within the area where, if you get to it, the enemy stops spawning, the enemy stops spawning. So that's a pretty cool trick. But of course that kind of requires your squad members to not use that ability before you're ready to use it. Okay, but yeah, so that will be all for now. We are making progress on Miranda the Prodigal. That's also not true. We already have spoken to Lantea. Sometimes it's kind of weird how they did not update the journal. Alright, so next time, more of this. Later.